Divine Feminines, it's a really emotional message. You're being asked to open your heart. So you've been doing so beautifully in focusing on you, keeping yourself in divine alignment, recognizing what your journey is and doing what you're being asked to do, right? Connecting to divine. That's what this journey is massively about, right? But there's something here in that, how can you create space for what it is that you truly desire from your heart if you're not creating space for the potential of it not coming through, right? So I feel like there's this energy of you're guarded right now because there's this need to understand that you have the ability within you to handle whatever does happen moving forwards. You know, like there might be this energy of this hurt or whatever, but there's also like you might be getting reminders of when you were younger, the things that you used to want and desire when you were younger, and along the way the journey unfolded in such a way that you either forgot it or it just became something you believed was impossible, or just you lost faith in it. And it's like, well, hold on, when did you stop believing that actually that still can happen, that still is the case, right? Things unfold the way they need to on your journey for your lessons, and there's this energy of holding space for the divine unfold in such a way that, yes, you don't need to hold your person or your whatever in a specific physical image, right? Because it's about what's happening within. Where is that alignment within? But that doesn't mean that you don't hold faith in your inner knowing, that you lose all hope and you put a guard up and a barrier up to actually potentially that coming in. I hope that makes sense. There might be examples of when you were younger, you used to believe, that you wanted, maybe you wanted a certain parent for your children because it just made sense that you can have children because that's what's taught, right? Or you just wanted to, like, there's just certain things you wanted along the way life happened and unfolded in such a way that you stopped actually remembering that, oh yeah, that's what I wanted when I was younger. There's this need to reconnect to your inner child, not just in the terms of healing your inner child, but in recognizing what they truly desired and wanted. And bringing back that awe, that wonder, that belief that actually you can have that. Even if at the very beginnings of your journey, you were given reasons not to believe in it. There was a part of you that still did. Look at that, the Queen of Swords, that's you. You're guarded to what wants to come through. This new beginning. This isn't about allowing mistreatment or unhealthy behaviours. This is about understanding that you have been on your journey in such a beautiful way, that you have built such perfectly aligned boundaries for you in this moment of time, that you can handle what comes through. The person, I'm going to say that specifically, who you used to know is not the person who you would accept anymore. So how can your person still be that person? Your person who's aligned with you is going to match you, and you're going to see that. You don't need to worry about kind of being abandoned and left, which is what's happened. I feel like you might have had some really traumatic experiences as a child, abandonment from parents, that kind of thing. Strength. This was part of your journey, a massive part of your journey, because your strength was needed in this world. That's where you've got your light from. And at the start, you've been healing. You are the adult that the inner child you needed, or you're becoming that individual. And there's something about the world needs that too. So maybe if you're not someone who has children or is able to have children, maybe actually you're needed by those children in this world who need some of that love, who don't have it. I feel really emotional. Yeah, I think that you're understanding for so long. I feel like you felt like you were alone for so long. Actual tears, like this is so emotional. I think that you felt like you were alone for so long, and you were stuck in this kind of you allowed yourself to stay stuck there in this mindset. It's just me, I've got to do it by myself. But things are changing. You've been clearing through. You're going to be clearing through that mindset, and you need to, because actually this is about your bigger purpose, right? This connection that's come through to you has actually highlighted so much more. It's connected you to divine in such a way that no one and nothing else ever could. And that was the whole point. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're going to be getting more excited for this vision. This is what I was seeing. There's this kind of energy of just, I want to say happy ever afters, and I want to say that specifically because this is very connected to your inner child. Your inner child wanted that happily ever after. They believed in it, even if they didn't see, even if they didn't experience it. And it's like you're remembering, your mind is clearing through, you've been healing through layer by layer, remember, it is a layer by layer process. And the devil card, it's like a new layer has been uncovered and hold on. And this isn't about healing through that in such a way, it's more about recognizing what you truly desired from your heart space from such a young age. And that felt like it was taken from you, right? And you had to kind of just focus on being strong. There's definitely this energy of you bringing balance to yourself. I feel like you've had to really, you might have had to really fend for yourself, actually. I think that there's been a lot of hurt and you've kept that in your mind. There's been a lot of that, but don't allow that to become a self-betrayal cycle. Yeah. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. There is this opportunity to choose from your heart space moving forwards, not that guarded. Yes, your boundaries are there, you're protecting yourself, but you don't need to be guarded to what divine wants to bring to you. It's kind of a layer by layer. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be perfect. It means that you get to build this strong foundation that just fell. And the Queen of Wands just appeared. Oh my God, this is it. You're going from Queen of Swords to Queen of... In your fire, in your inspiration, in your passion, you're able to build this strong foundation. You're not going to go from 0 to 100. You're going to understand things differently so that you can, flourish within this connection. I mean, the way that... Oh my God, the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck... And then the Six of Wands. This is a really beautiful cycle that's coming through, but right now you're being asked to remember. Okay, the Lovers fell to the floor and upside down was the Emperor. I think that you're going to have an opportunity here, but first you need to energetically open up the space to receive this, right? Not some past versions that you don't want to handle or deal with, that you have evolved past, but understanding that whoever's coming through is also in a more evolved version of themselves. Okay, and whatever they present as, there's somebody who wants I've just heard they want to make your wishes come true. They're going to cater to your inner child in a really beautiful way. Oh my God, are you crying as you're watching this? Because this is so emotional. The world, yeah. This is just going to be so different to what you've known, whatever's coming through. But first and foremost, you're being asked to really allow the space to understand that it might not be in, exactly the way you're expecting it. It might not even unfold the way you're expecting it, but it's going to be exactly what you need to. But first, it needs to be for your soul, so divine can bring that through for you, because everything is part of the lesson, right? It's part of you evolving and healing. Right now, I feel like there's a guard up to the next level that you need to process through. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's going to be all picture perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be exactly what it needs to be. Don't get stuck also in thinking that you just need to be focused on Ace of Cups. I feel like career, like that's so important for you. It is, but you don't need to get stuck and bogged down into that, is what I'm hearing. I don't use that term, so there's something in the mind that you're clearing through and you're going to be, okay, and look at, first card was the Queen of Swords and now we've got the Queen of Cups. That's literally the opposite. They're like, she's so beautifully emotionally receptive and intelligent and intuitive. And with the Wheel at the bottom of the deck as well, that's what that tells me. That this is you doing a complete 180, right? You're learning, you're going through such a beautiful learning cycle right now. The irony here is that whoever and whatever's coming through, they see you on a pedestal, like they really do. There's this energy here. Remember that you don't need to give exactly what's coming. You don't need to have all the things that your person has. It's about coming in and balancing each other out. And there's something about money that's coming through big here. I don't think that you need to be matching them in every way. That's not the way this works, right? You are on your journey, and that's the whole point. You're meant to bring your inspired and beautiful selves to each other and understand how that's allowing you to become the version of you that this world needs, that you're here for, okay? I feel like you don't need to necessarily rely on external influences here, okay? So we've got let your friends help you, and separation. So I feel like feel like you've been going through, like, trying to understand so much during a separation. But I think that you're somebody who, because you're so guarded, it feels like, that you've not allowed kind of too many opinions, which is good, but also there's a new love that wants to come through, right? This, that, and like that, pick and pump. But also, remember, like, when you are getting guidance and you're trusting your intuition, you're not just guarded off to it, right? So it's okay to get support and help from the right people. That understanding and trusting yourself when it comes to who those right people are. There's something here about really learning how to trust yourself. Keep an open mind. That, again, is, for me, you don't have those solid, expectations and, like, this needs to be like this and that needs to be like that, right? It's safe for you to love. Things have changed. Things have really changed. You've changed. Worth waiting for. Divine timing, right? You've been changing. You've been freeing yourself of those mental binds. Do you not think that your person has too? If you have, release your ex. It's been happening. This clearing of the past is happening. That to me feels like there's whatever was that layer that caused that kind of you to stop believing in what it is that you truly desired from the heart, from that passionate space within you, is kind of releasing that now. You deserve love. You deserve this. When did you stop believing that actually this is something that you can have and something that you deserve and you want? It's okay to want it. Yeah, you don't need to put expectation on that though. It's okay to have your wants and desires. Love yourself first. Once you learn how to love yourself, you'll understand that of course you're worthy of this coming through. My God, it's clear that you've been hurt, right? There really is this mental block that's clearing through now, which is allowing your emotional self to, like, flow in, which is beautiful. Your person is there's this fear, like, they're gonna come through and there's gonna be some kind of pain and hurt, or they did something in the past that you're still kind of concerned about. Prosperity lies ahead, right? But there's something about this where a person you should reach a resolution. I feel like you're going to get some kind of a better understanding of what was taking place, which is going to allow you to understand yourself better and how you feel. A time for healing, right? So again, this is what's coming through. I feel like communication is key. You have to be honest. I do feel like there's something about you being honest with yourself. What do you want? What do you need to release that's stopping you from receiving what you want? Do you think that divine doesn't want to align you with exactly what they've put into your heart space, right? But also understand that it happens without all the expectations that you've taught yourself to, you've conditioned yourself through wounding, through trauma, to conditioning, right? It's time to take action. The energy is gaining momentum. Again, you're being prepared for something here. This feels quite imminent. Right now, you're being asked to really open up your heart space, which you've been doing so beautifully, in a space where you can receive in flow, in unconditional love, without the expectations. So get very clear right now on what it is that you do want, where you stand, how are you allowing yourself to receive from your heart space, what are your true intentions, your emotions. Archangel Michael wants you to know that as you honor and trust your feelings, you will be making the decision to be happy now. You're going to make a commitment, and it's okay to take your time. This is eternal love, right? Like I say, you're going to be able to create a strong foundation within yourself, which you have been doing, which will allow you to create that outside of you as well. Okay, trust yourself. Let me know if this reading is for you. Look after you. Sending so much love.